today my talk is going to be on some more medical stuff as compared to Professor's talk. I will try to give you the future perspective of the future of surgery, and also try to explain the surgery for the future. So, as you all know, the robot is a Czech term, and it is explained by Karel Capek in this book of Rossum Universal Robots. And in that book, he explained what robots usually do, which was something like 100 years ago. And in the past, we used to cut and see. In the present perfect, for a while ago, we used to see and then cut for the operation. We decided to see and then minimally cut for the operation. And robotic surgery now does a lot of planning option for the future surgery as a modeling and visualization of the other techniques together with the robotic surgery. So when we look at the 20th century, we can see that endoscopy, laparoscopic, and visualization systems make a great change during that time period. And also there are many changes on surgical devices and staplers also, but still we are doing surgery around 20–30% of complication rate, including everything. So which means that we need something better than that. So 21st century will be an option or answer to find out the better way to decrease the complication and to make the better patient treatment for the patients, also a better care. When we look at the minimally invasive surgery, when it started, it was not safe. It was criticized, but at the end of the day, we came to conclusion that safety is better with laparoscopic surgery. Cost is low, operative duration is less as compared to open surgery, and learning curve is decreased with the time. And future applications, we can see that in a minute, robotic surgery will be there. But there are still some problem with the laparoscopic surgery, that there is no direct visualization. There's a loss of haptic sensation, and the movement of the instrument actually is restricted, and information for performing 3D movements is received on a 2D screen. We can change the first, we cannot change the first three at the moment, but we can change the 3D imaging system easily. First 3D movie done by Nat Deverick, and it's called as The Power of Love. And Queen Elizabeth coronation ceremony filmed as 3D also in 1953. And we know that 3D increased the surgical skills, and it's also shortens the learning curve for the surgeons for the special operations and special tasks. And there's a study looking for the 3D effect on novice surgeon as compared the other techniques. 3D, when they use 3D laparoscopy, they are more comfortable to learn, and also it is easy to learn laparoscopic technique for a novice surgeon when you use 3D application. This is our theater, and for the future of surgery, our aim should be the accurate dissection, errorless suturing. The technique should be reproducible, and it might be able to give a chance to train the new surgeon. And also you might be able to use computers to your advantage during your surgery. You can connect more than one computer to do the work properly. So for that, we should go to 21st century. We will find that the Da Vinci surgical system is over there, and you can see here that during the last 20-year period, Da Vinci has changed console for 4 or 5 times. Now Da Vinci SP is available, and the last one is called as Da Vinci XI or Da Vinci SP, because Leonardo da Vinci was a painter, sculptor, scientist, engineer, mathematician, musician, anatomist, inventor. He was everything as a human. So that's why they decided to call the robot as a Da Vinci, to say that robot is going to be able to do everything, but not actually. It's a slave robot at the moment. There are some advantages as compared to laparoscopy, which is good at the moment, but I am sure in the meantime, we will see some more evaluation of the robot in a short while. At the end of the day, we are aiming to get a better outcome, better patient experience, better care for team experience, and also lower total cost of care for the health economics. But whenever the new technology is there, whenever you put the new technology in use, there's always harm and mortality if there is not enough knowledge and enough advanced technical capacity and enough education for the users. It might end up with the complications and even mortality. So simulation is available there for the Da Vinci users, that you can use simulators to do the operation before using the robot itself. There are many publications showing the effectivity of the system, and we also published some papers, as you can see here. Main advantage using during bariatric surgery is the RoboLift to increase the space, as you can see here, and also a 3D 360 degrees of articulating and tremor-free suturing is the advantage of the robotic surgery during bariatric surgery as well. Currently, 8.5 million operations performed using robotic systems. It was only in 2020, it was only 1.2 million, and every 25 seconds there is a robotic operations happening around the world. So we can say that number is increasing as compared to other the sections. General surgical operations is increasing during the last 4 or 5 years, and Singapore robotics are coming. And this is from my chapter. We can use robotic surgery in any part of the body, and you can see that there are new robots coming from each other specialties as well, and also artificial intelligence is being used for the robotic surgery, only for the application of the staplers. And you can see that a robot can arrange the articulation and the movement of the staple, and you can control it with the joysticks. And also, robot can adjust the thickness of the tissue before firing the staplers, and it will decide and it will stop you to fire if it is not suitable. So it will give you some feedback on the screen of the staple, and also auto compression, pausing during firing when needed, firing and cutting progress in millimeter displayed on the screen, and extreme articulation on 360 degrees movement is also first in the stapling technology. You can see Sureform robotic stapler in sleeve gastrectomy here. Let me go faster. And the robotic surgery is a chain between laparoscopic and digital surgery. In the near future, there are something that needs to be addressed, such as data to inform decisions and connectivity across systems. But most of the things are actually happened during the last 20 years by the application of the robotic systems. I can't, yeah. And also the improvement is gonna be taking us from robotic surgery to cognitive revolution. As it is mentioned, artificial intelligence includes general artificial intelligence or the specific artificial intelligence. We are now talking about not the general artificial intelligence, but for the surgical robots, we are talking about the narrow artificial intelligence, which includes big data, adequate computer power, deep learning algorithms, and the investment. Most of the things on the Netflix and the Google's natural language processing are actually examples for the artificial intelligence, and also Tesla's self-driving cars, also examples of the artificial intelligence. I have to say that big data mean from the crisis to now is to 2003, 5 exabyte data was available, but since 2012, every 2 days we are having same amount of data. So it is impossible for a human to decide or to analyze that kind of data. That's why we need machine learning. We need computers with enough power to control and to eliminate that data. As explained by Moore in 1975, the power needs to be changed every 2 years, as we can see in the telephones, iPhones also, because there are millions of linear algebra calculations, and graphic processing unit is not enough. It's changed to tensor processing units. And also we can see that the aim of changing and deep learning algorithms is to meet or exceed the human capabilities. I'm sure we will see in the near future, because usage of artificial intelligence will be eliminating the human errors, reduce the wrong diagnosis. It's going to be reduced treatment mistakes. It's going to be decrease the workload, and also increased time for patient and clinician interaction will be there. And automation at the end of the day will let us surgeon out of the screen, and robots will be there to do everything. But these things needs investment. And there was an artificial intelligence winter in 1980s, as there was not enough investment for the investigations. But now we know that the amount is going to be increased to $132 billion by 2025. So this is another robot by another companies. There are many robots are coming, but the new research is going to take us to ultra fast networks where it's going to be available to 5G, and haptic encoders is necessary. Then we can do the robotic surgery while sitting in our home, and we can do surgery in New York or in another part of the world, which needs connection between the systems, fast internet. 5G will be doing that, and we have haptic encoders, and I'm sure that we will be encoding the haptic codecs, and it's going to be possible to operate even in a patient in moon as well. So augmented reality is going to be the part of our treatment now. Iris is available there with the Da Vinci, that we can actually connect our CT finding to screen during the operation, which was shown by using the Iris system, that the number of radical nephrectomy is decreased 16.5% to partial nephrectomy, and partial nephrectomy decisions changed radical nephrectomy is around 4% of the patient only by using this augmented reality. And I believe virtual reality will transform everything in the future, from education to medicine. That's why a lot of countries are making investment, including my country as well. A lot of research are going on. And you can see here, this is an example of captive view, which is being used by the neurosurgeon at the moment, but I'm sure it's going to be used by other surgical specialties also. You can put the CT, detailed CT in this program, and you can do your patient's operation just one day before. When you are home, when you are sitting and having your drink, you can do the operation, and you can carry on next day without any problem, by knowing that you will have any if any difficulties during the procedure. So the period of linear robotics is about to finish, and we are turning around to non-linear robotics. And it looks like that it's going to take us to digital surgery. As you can see here, 64% of the robots are actually now SP in some centers, and there are some other companies making single port robotics, and which includes the non-linear to linear robotic systems here. And in the next 20 years' time, the robotic automation will take place, and computer-assisted surgery will be there. I did write an article in a popular magazine in Turkey in 1998. I was telling that robot surgeons are coming. It was understood that robotic surgeons are coming. Yes, we are now robotic surgeons, but we have to give our places to the robots to do the surgery. And this is one of the last slide. I can say that planning, modeling, visualization is possible with the artificial intelligence. There is a special program for the open artificial intelligence, as it's called as GPT-3. When you go there, you can actually see that all the information available in the world is actually put on that program. Whenever you need to find out, you can ask that computer. Computer will decide, will answer that for you, and you can see that it can even write a poem. As you can see here, one of the Sufi Rumi from Turkey taken in that program, and when you give his words to the computer, computer is writing a poet like a Sufi in Rumi. It's amazing. So I can say that with this technology, it's going to be available for everyone. It's going to be cheap, and its name is going to be also Da Vinci. As I said, Da Vinci was every kind of speciality in his life, and he was a human also. That's why the most robots with the abilities are being called as Da Vinci. So future is going to be time for the digital surgery, for better outcome, better patient experience, better care team experience, and lower total cost. Probably when we reach that period, they don't need us as a surgeon. Thank you. This is our chapter in digital surgery book. And thank you for giving me this opportunity. And I hope I didn't take